Do you know what ingredients go into your dog's food? Today we'll compare biologically appropriate Origin Original to typical grain-free foods, which we're calling Brand X. So let's start with Brand X. The main ingredients in Brand X are deboned chicken, deboned turkey, as well as chicken meal. Sounds okay, but these ingredients are actually quite dry, they're highly processed, and they've been cooked at a high temperature, mainly using animal frames. To increase the protein in the food, Brand X uses pea protein, which is unfortunately missing some of the essential amino acids that dogs need. Next up are eggs. Eggs are a perfect source of protein, but most dog foods use dry egg. You'll notice that we haven't added any fresh meat. Most dog foods today have little to zero fresh. That's because meat is expensive. So instead, Brand X uses potato and tapioca starch. These ingredients are high glycemic and high carbohydrate, which aren't appropriate for dogs. Next are fruits and vegetables. Not exactly what you'd expect, dry and highly processed. Without much variety of meat in this food, it needs to be supplemented with over 20 different types of synthetic vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Now, because the ingredients are so dry in Brand X, the last ingredient that I need to add is water. And now for a quick blend. So that's the ingredients that go into Brand X. Kind of surprising, isn't it? So now that we've looked at Brand X, let's take a look at the ingredients that go into Origin. Origin is grain-free too, but it's actually much more than that. Origin is a new class of food called biologically appropriate, meaning that it's perfectly designed to match the eating anatomy of your dog. Dogs are meat eaters, so Origin Original features 85% meat, 2/3 of it being fresh. So our very first ingredient in Origin is fresh free-run chicken and turkey. Next up is fresh whole eggs. Fresh whole eggs are a perfect source of protein. All these ingredients offer a nice variety that's reflective of the natural diet. Next, for a great source of omega-3, we're going to add in some fresh fish. So we've got a nice blend of fresh flounder as well as herring. These ingredients are sustainable, they're wild caught and locally sourced. All these ingredients, they come in whole prey ratios, meaning that we use the meat, the organs, the bone, the cartilage to match the natural diet. To add even more protein to the food, the next ingredient that we'll add is dehydrated meats. Different from Brand X, these dry ingredients have been custom made for us and cooked at a low temperature. Now we'll move on to fruits, vegetables, and botanicals. Unlike Brand X, these ingredients are nice and low on the glycemic index and a great source of vitamins, mineral, and fiber. Now, because there's so much fresh meat in Origin, Origin's actually a pretty balanced food. The only thing that we need to add is just a little bit of zinc. And unlike Brand X, Origin is steam cooked in its own juices, so there's no water added. So now you know the difference between a biologically appropriate food and a grain-free food. Hopefully this gives you peace of mind when feeding your dog Origin.